Alright, I hope you guys are doing good. As of right now, I'm probably watching the Wuthering Waves live stream, so I'm also going to be doing very good at the time that this is published. Now, I want to make this video because I think it is very important to talk about, and we got news about the update and what it's going to entail. So we were not sure if Tower Update 61 to 80 would be coming out on the 20th or 21st, I think it's the 20th, or the 31st. We have confirmation now that it is on the 20th, which, yes, that means in 2 days time, we will be having Sunday night, we will be having the Tower update and other stuff. So we're going to talk about the full update because there's other things also coming that are really interesting, I find. And I mean, listen, this is going to be a very good time for JJK. Global's going into the anniversary right after the Tower floors come out. And why is that good? Because you get to see from the JP players, from my channel, from my live streams that I'm probably going to do, if it's worth it to summon on certain units or if certain units gain value. For example, Miguel, right? I think this is a very important time for JJK and something that could define how Global looks going forward, because now we're missing 30 floors on Global, which is insane, alongside a whole new game mode. So Global players, you are eating if you think about it. I'm very excited, so let's get into it. They made this announcement. Oh, wrong thing. Damn. I've got just an urge to buy cubes, I guess. Shit. So they made an announcement saying that version 2.3 is coming out. Now, it didn't give many details about what exactly would entail, but we get more info online. Wrong one. I apologize. Wrong screen. So here was the roadmap. In the roadmap, we've already gotten all of this. We went up to the 14th of April, and now we're going to be getting all of this. So we're going to talk about it and just kind of go through it. So the live stream had a bunch of info, a bunch of different stuff, right? And they got a lot of updates, and I'm very thankful they gave us this roadmap. Also shows that on the 21st of May is the half Annie, 1.5 Annie. So we're able to see what exactly is coming, because it says version 2.3 update, and then below it shows the update content, right? So this is going to include Shibuya Incident Spirit Call. I actually do not know what this is. If you know, please let me know down below. Next up, we got the official web shop. The web shop is what I just showed. It's this. So essentially on the first bonus, you get a 20% boost, right? So like I'm going to get an extra 2,000 cubes for buying the $100 pack, and usually you're only getting a 5% bonus, which is a bit unfortunate, but at least it's like 5% off on everything, so the packs are becoming a bit cheaper, and there's no taxes to worry about on the web shop. So I think so it's not going to be that bad, honestly, and maybe they're going to even give discounts if you buy it $500 at a time, so you know the whales are going to go crazy on that. But this is definitely big. Then afterwards we got icon frame implementation. So my guess is they're going to start giving frame awards. Maybe Tower, like floor 50 65, 70, 75 and 80 are going to have frames. So we're going to have like an icon, and then you're going to be able to put frames. I think frames are a nice little thing to add for casuals. I definitely don't mind. And then we got the Tower edition. So Tower is also going to be coming, and that includes floors 61 to 80. If we check right now, right, this is JP, of course, on Global, right? Y'all are at 50. We already have until 60, right? We're already at 60. So we're going to get another 20, which means another 6,000 cubes also. And then more than that for me also personally. Oh, I'm in the top 0.5. Let's go. It also means a lot more cubes and maybe another dupe. Like maybe they could give 2 dupe shards. That could be huge. And a bunch of the mats, right? Maybe they could also start giving chaos crystals. I really hope. I need chaos crystals badly. So if they give the skill chaos crystals, I would be very, very happy. So we could check this in a more uniform manner over here. So new mechanic, game profile, icon, and frame. I think this is good. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that. We got the bug fixes. We've got the UI improvement. We got 61 to 80. 20 tower floors before anniversary is really good. I think it's better before than after, because it makes sure that like you have content right away. Like if you start on Annie, like you stop playing for a bit and you start on Annie, you still have the content right away. Very good. Then you got the web shop, and then we got the seance. Right. Now this is the new chapter. And this is going to show reincarnated Toji, which expect a video on that. I do like making the story chapters for Shibuya because it's showing actual like cool stuff, right? So things that I care about. So I would definitely say that this is going to be very cool. I think it's gonna show Toji and I also Ino. I don't think Ino's been there yet. So that's the 2 new units we're gonna see in this chapter. And then we should get 2 times enhancement drop. Now this is the only one out of everything that I cannot say is guaranteed, because if you see here, the enhancement quest is separate. Now the thing is, this is not like an update. Like Tower, it's an actual like system update technically. Like frames are a system update. These are system updates where this isn't. So it's possible that this is also at the same time, which means wait, when is Golden Week? That is April 29th. Okay. So maybe we're gonna get it on Monday or Tuesday, the new update, instead of usually we get the unit on the 31st, but maybe it comes a bit earlier. We'll have to see for that. We'll have to see for sure, but it might be coming a bit earlier because of that. Or they could just release it 2 days later. It doesn't really matter. But Golden Week with the new units coming later. But we should get a new unit. Well, we should have it revealed tomorrow. I think we should have it revealed tomorrow morning. If not tomorrow morning, probably the day after. Or like, we should have another unit. Because every single month has a map event unit. And then afterwards, a story event unit. So the map event unit is usually around a week to 10 days before. So we'll have to see for that. But anyway, I want to get into this now. For Tower, right? Tower is going to be really big because it's going to completely change the meta completely. And why do I say that? Well, guys, listen. If we check it, right? There's a couple of units that just weren't good before. For example, Junpei. I don't know where Junpei is. Did they put him in specialist? Yeah. Junpei became really good because there's a lot of floors where he's able to make the damage go so much slower, and he actually is needed, right? He helped me clear floor 53, for example, right? And then more than that, units like Megumi are going to maybe shine more if it's single target. Like most of the units now in here are single target, right? Especially the newer ones, single target, single target, single target, single target, single target, AoE, single target, AoE on Sukuna, right? So it's like half-half. Most of the like new ones that are up there are single target. So the content seems to be catering towards single target, but if they throw in AoE, then some units might go up, some units might go down. And I think that that is going to be a very exciting time. But more so, like I said before, for global, this is going to be the most important and exciting and best update for you guys to see, because it also lets you see which units are going to be better and worse. So all the upcoming banners, we might see more value in some of them, we might see less value in some of them. And this is going to be tremendously exciting. Now, personally, what I see happening is, well, first of all, a power creep. I think that it's going to be a damage power creep and an HP power creep. I think it's going to go both ways. I could see bosses having upwards of 30 million HP, and I would not even be surprised, right? Now, I could also see it being like, okay, they're going to have 15 million HP, except it's a really toxic boss. So it's going to be much more difficult, but of course, the units are just better now, right? If we check it out, the top 3 DPSs are all DPSs that released since November of 2024, in the last 5 months. So we have to keep that in mind, that there is a power creep happening. And even Mei I would put as the best red DPS right now. So, you know, and listen, they're so close that the wiki, like I've had talks with them obviously, that we just all agree they're kind of interchangeable, but I personally give Mei the edge. And listen, it's definitely going to be interesting to see, because if they release AoE floors, then units like Megumi, Maki, Nobara, especially Nobara since she relies on the nails, Mei, and then Zonji should be fine. But the rest, like, they're going to maybe be less value. But then, for example, if it is single target, right, then they might just stay the same. And I definitely think it is very important to see that. Now, what they could also do is kind of make it, I really hope, personal. I mean, I don't even know what I want to make, like, to see these units, like, do better and like the older units be power crept, because it's just not going to happen. I mean, it's a good thing, I think, in this case. As long as the content becomes more difficult, I don't care, right? I do not care. If everyone's struggling, that's fine. But I do think that I'm expecting a very big HP increase in terms of the amount of HP the enemies have. And I think the actual passives are going to get way more toxic. I've kind of imagined where it would be to where like the Gojos, like Hollow Purple and also Blue Gojo, are going to be fucked over a bit. And what I mean by that is probably going to be where, like, for the first 7 turns or something, like, there's going to be some bosses in green or blue, that maybe even red, that essentially, like, for the first 7 or 10 turns, they have like 90% damage reduction, right? Like something like that, where like you can't damage them for the first couple turns, for the first like turns where the Gojos would be good, right? So you can't really stall too much, because then they're also going to do a lot of damage, and then your supports are going to die before like Blue Gojo could even get built up with double pride or something like that. Obviously no one's using Blue Gojo, but just wanted to give an example. I don't know, we'll have to see, but let me know your thoughts down below. How do you think they're going to make tower hard? I think this is going to be something they could do, like increasing HP, increasing damage, increasing passive difficulty, but maybe they could do like interesting things where like if you have 2 yellows in a team, then you get a damage increase, or if there's like 2 blues in a team, you get a damage lower, right? A damage debuff. I think there's a lot of ways they could go about it, and 20 floors could be it is the biggest power shift we've seen in the game. And why am I saying that? Well, when tower came out, this is like something that's pretty important. When tower came out on JP, that was during HI. We got it a lot earlier, but tower came out during HI. So if you really consider it, where they were at that point, floors 1 to 30 were very easy. Like, no doubt about it. Like, they might have struggled a bit because they had no idea what the passives were, where we did on global, right? But even at that, like up to 35 and shit, like that shit you could clear with all the units they released up to that point. And that's something I do want to stress, right? The only real difficult floors was like 35, I think 37 it was, that was a bit difficult. Like 40 was easy, especially because HI was out, right? Team Gojo. And then it's like, it was really only 41 to 50 that was like super difficult. Of course, besides a couple floors before that. But then for first standing, we got 10 floors once again. So essentially, we've never had 20 new floors that could be considered quote-unquote difficult. So this is by far the biggest amount of floors. So in my opinion, this makes it the biggest power shift and power creep potentially we'll see in this game. So I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait for Sunday night. And yes, it is going to be Sunday night, which I hope you guys also please join the Discord, which should be down below. Just stay in I talk a lot in this if you want to interact with me, or join my Discord. I also do interact in there. Either or. Let me know what you think of the tower, and also Seance. I mean, we're going to be seeing reincarnated Toji, so that's cool. Thank you guys for watching the video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.